Okay, the video's on. But I gotta get a picture of, that's my head, of, let me see. Up here is the light. There you go. Of all, that's not even all of them. Okay.
No, that's not all of them.
Okay.
That's a little bit.
Okay. What? I thought you were going to what? I am, right? Okay. Oh, we can see, I'm not even be talking there. We're talking at the mirror. We are highly caffeinated.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Positively Crafting podcast. I'm with my girl, Teri. What's up with that giggle? Say hi. They know you.
Hi.
They like you. You are liked. Okay, so I came over today and we were going to podcast, and then we got into stuff like phone stuff with the hubby. Yeah. And then the kid, your son, came over.
My husband, my kid, has been the...
She got mad because they monopolized me, but I am a friend of the family. And plus, like, when we go out with Stu, you and Stu, they're like, car. So now I'm like, hey, Rock, what's
phone.
And he loves it. He loves it.
I know. Someone pay attention to me.
That's me. Right? This one, though, she's like my friend. She's using my lines that I use with Stu, right? So then one of her friends was watching the podcast, and I had promised today we're going to do another one, but the time got away from us because we were like talking and drinking coffee and making food. Not me. Not my house. Boys are eating leftovers. I don't care. Whatever. And then I felt a little guilt. But we're going to do the podcast, right? Well, we're doing it. Yay. And somebody who was shy now is like all about it. So we're going to do it while she's all about it, because she might revert to her shy Teri, whoever it is. I have yet to see shy Teri. But before we get into an old-fashioned bed turning, we're going to show you guys some awesome quilts. And like the ones you can see are...
They're not showing much.
They're not showing much, but there are a bunch of quilts in this house. And she's an avid reader, too. I don't know if you can tell by her one or two. She might have one or two books, right? But I got a question about my Accquilt. And I brought it today because we're going to do a... No, you don't have to go get it.
Okay.
They can Google it.
Okay.
But I got a question about my Accquilt. And an Accquilt is a die cutter that cuts fabric and paper, but who would want to do that? But they use it. They have a hexagon one where it cuts out. I know, huh? I know, right? We just saw a nice quilt, too.
Out of hexagon.
Yeah, that'd be a thing. So anyways, I wanted to talk about quickly my Accquilt and my views on it. And we also have a friend that was asking me about the Accquilt. And Teri can chime in too, because she got to see it in action. She, right?
Right.
I brought it over, right? And she got to haul it.
It weighs a ton.
It weighs a ton. And to me, that's a negative. And then we were even talking about the prices, because there are 3 different sizes. There's a tiny one. That's the Go Baby. And you can buy Acquilts in Joann's, who we like to call Hoann's because they take all our money. I'm just keeping it real. And then, or I ordered mine online. So, yeah, because I got better kickback than...
That matters, because they're not cheap.
They're not cheap. Mine was about $250. The introductory one is over $100. Mine is the second biggest, and that's called the Go Daddy, I think. And that was $250. And then there's an electric one. And that one is, or maybe mine is the big. I can't remember. But anyways, the electric one is over $400. And then there's one called the Studio Cutter, and the Studio Cutter is like over $500. And that thing is huge, but it's for hardcore, straight-up quilters. And what you can do is you can load up to 6 layers of fabric. I think it's like maybe 2 of denim and maybe 4 of flannel. I don't know. If you want to know, you can go on their website and read. and you run it through the machine, and you can cut your fabric. And the good thing about it is that they are cut the same. There is no human error, you know.
Right, there's not. They're exact.
Yeah, because we know how I cut. Because I cut one way when I'm by myself, and then I cut a whole other way when we're talking. And I'm like, yeah, girl. And then Teri's like, why are your blocks way bigger?
They are.
Because someone didn't cut it accurately, right? So that's a positive. The price point for some of you guys might be a negative, but I think it's good to invest in your craft, right?
Right.
Okay, and the negative was that it's just too heavy.
It's heavy, and probably the electric one would be even heavier.
Yeah, I don't think it's portable.
And the one that's not electric is not that big a deal. It's a sit and do this.
Yeah, it's a crank. It's a hand crank one,
yeah.
so it's good.
And it goes through in seconds, and you've got 6 perfectly cut.
Perfectly cut. So I like it. I like that. I don't like that the dyes cost a lot of money.
They're expensive.
And yeah, they are expensive. And they don't go on sale. I mean, you can't use, okay, let me just clarify. They will go on sale online. And they occasionally go on sale at Joann's, but you really got to look for it. But you cannot go to Joann and use a coupon on it.
Right.
Like you can scissors, Ginger scissors, or anything else. That's just not happening. Also, what I don't like is there is another die cutter brand called Sizzix. Accquilt dies you can use with the Sizzix, but you cannot use Sizzix dies with Accquilts. So that's a negative. But the dies are really, really expensive. Really expensive. But flash back to why I bought mine online. Because so this is what I did. I put mine in the cart, and then I was like, ooh, that's too much money.
Chicken out buyers.
Never mind, Stu's going to buy cars and stuff. I'm like, ooh, too much money. Boys need $100 shoes. I just felt, you know how we are about spending on ourselves, right?
Yeah.
So, because I had left it in the cart, they were like, come back, we'll triple your points if you buy this thing. So when I finally did buy it, I used my triple point code, and that got me a $20 basically coupon good towards anything that I want on the Accquilt site. Mm-hmm. So basically I spent $20 less, and I can go right now and use that toward a die. But all the dies that I want are like $70.
Yeah.
They're very expensive.
Yeah.
So it's good. I can't justify buying another die without using the ones that I have. And I have used the ones that I have. I have the basic ones that comes with the Accquilt, and that's what was it? It's a 4-inch square and a 2.5-inch square, I think, and it's a 2.5-inch half square triangle. So it cuts them in half squares, which is awesome because I cut a bunch of somebody's scraps.
My whole scrap pile got cut into little triangles and perfect little squares.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So I like it. You think it's a good investment?
I do.
Okay.
For a crafter. Not
Yeah.
just for quilters maybe, but for someone who's a crafter like you, for sure, because you would use it for more than just...
Yeah, just for...
yeah, for quilt.
Yeah, I can use it
but
for
even
sewing.
for just a quilt, I think it might be worth it.
Yeah, right. Especially because a lot of sizes that they... Okay, so if... I was asked this question before. And if I have my choice of which one I would get, I would totally, without a doubt, get the electric one. Period. Because...
Start there.
Yeah, you know why? I got mine thinking that that it would cut a 10-inch layer cake. A 10-inch square. Right? Because I have layer cakes. So I'm like, well, I can just cut up fabric. I can make my own layer cakes. The biggest that I can cut on that machine is 8.5-inch square. I know. I'm not happy about it.
Right.
Yeah.
But the electric one, you can go to 10.
You can cut a 10-inch square. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And it's electric, so you can push a button and then...
So the bottom line is you've got all these options and you have to research it. And
you do. You have to figure out what works for you, what your price point is. Oh, and then the other thing is, and I don't know if you've seen it, but you want to go grab a die.
A die.
Die. Because I have to kind of show this to explain what it is. Have you guys been thinking about getting Accquilt? If you have, let me know. And if you have one, let me know and tell me how you like it. Okay.
That's just the square.
Yeah, so I went out and bought the 5-inch square because I use this a lot, right? Because the 4.5-inch is like, really? Who uses a 4.5-inch? Okay. So I bought the 5-inch one. I love this, by the way. But the problem is, this is the original die. Let me take this off because I was cutting fabric. So this is how the die comes, right? You get just this, and you don't get this.
Right, and you got to have that.
You have to have this cover to run it through it, or it just won't work, right? And what's really bad is that they get damaged, like from use. So you have to keep buying these.
They're basically the same thing as a cutting mat that's
Yes.
made like this, but it's not real good at the self-healing.
Yeah, it's not totally, it's bad at the self-healing.
Yeah.
Because it gets all the gunk in it, and you have to buy them. And these are like, this size is like $7 to $10, I want to say. But I have the 2.5-inch strip cutter, which I love, but the thing is huge. And
You want me to get that?
no. And the cover for it, I mean, that was like $70, I think. And the cover for it was $20.
Yeah, just the cover.
Just the cover is $20. So that's an investment that you have to keep making, maybe once a year, twice a year, maybe. It depends on how much you use it. So yeah, but other than that, I pretty much love it. So it's here with us because eventually we're going to get to cutting up stuff for Project Linus quilts. That's what we're going to work on.
Project Linus.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Okay, so now for the good stuff. Bed turning. We're going to show you some of Teri's work because you guys are asking. Well, of course, I was telling you I was going to show it, but you guys really want to see it. Okay, so over to you, Teri. This is great, though. Oh my God.
Well, it's okay.
You guys can totally see.
If I could
What, you want me to sit on the bed? Because I will.
stand on it.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, these are flying geese. What is this?
this is flying geese.
Yeah, these are flying geese. These
are partial rail fans. They're just
Okay.
angels, applique, with some embroidery.
Yeah, with some embroidery on the stems.
Just to give it some detail.
Right, they're gorgeous. And look at the back.
And then for the quilting, I use design elements from the applique to quilt into.
And this is all hand quilted.
All hand applique, all hand quilted.
All hand applique, all hand quilted. This is gorgeous. How long do you think it took you to do this? Because I know people are going to ask.
It's so hard to say because I work on 30 different things at a time.
Look at the hearts. They're so pretty. Look at that. And the bells. These are flowers.
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 They're
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And there's little ones. I like the little ones.
Of course you do, because you like turning glitter. That's ridiculous. Yeah, we're going to just turn this one down.
Okay.
Okay. Put this over here. Oh. The next one is...
I don't know. I cannot remember that. I've got too many. I can't remember.
She can't remember.
the
She's like, she
designers.
can't remember the design. Okay, but this
Okay,
one,
when-
what she's good at is fabric. Because you're like, this is this fabric, and this is this fabric, and yeah.
Well, and this fabric, okay. When
This fabric is awesome.
My friend and I found the pattern and stuff, and they had used this fabric, so she's real good at getting online and researching stuff. And we found these fabrics at I don't know how many different places around the country to get all the ones we needed. We just
This
go
thing is
online,
huge.
look for 'em and then order it. It is. It's huge.
It's the fabric.
But the fabrics are
It's great. This is a
awesome.
whole lot of... This is mine, by the way.
It's all hand applique.
It's huge.
All hand quilted. And it is. It's huge. I don't even know what size it is. But the blocks are 24-inch.
So this one was a kit? Or
No.
it was a pattern?
It was a pattern that we had to
At the
hunt the
back.
fabrics down ourselves.
So the pattern was made in this fabric?
Yes.
Okay, and then you
Yes.
had to find the fabric.
Yes.
Wow.
And I can't remember. I don't know if it was in a magazine.
This is
I
gorgeous.
can't remember where we even found the pattern. It's so sad that I can't remember.
And what's your
the
favorite part of this
designers.
quilt?
The fabric.
Yeah, I love the
It's the
fabric.
fabrics.
Oh my God, you finished this last year.
Yes, I
right?
just recently finished this.
Yeah. Oh, which way? Like
I
we
was
voted the wrong.
We do
We do
every
it
time.
opposite.
Every time we go opposite.
But I love it. So I know how you work, but everybody else, they don't know how you work. And so
How do I?
is it more of pick the pattern and then the fabric?
It's, you know what, sometimes I find a fabric that I love so much that I start looking for just the right pattern for it.
Right.
And other times I find the pattern, fall in love with
Out
that.
of frame.
I fall in love with that and pick the fabrics for it. I think, oh, that'd be cuter in different fabrics.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the patterns I pick, I hate the fabrics that the designer used in them.
Yeah.
But I see it in my own.
In her own colorway, because she doesn't like the light, bright, loud, clear. Yeah, colors. She likes, well,
muddy gray.
Yeah.
Soft.
And this is a
rag quilt. And
wow.
yeah, and these are applique. They're not raw edge.
Wow.
And then
these are needle turn.
Needle turn.
All of this stuff is
all needle turn applique.
Like, why do I even try? Like, I just need to stop.
Well, you would think my butt would be this
because you sit
because I sit so much.
It's not. She doesn't sit so much either. We don't even sit a lot when we're together.
I know. I do a lot of stuff standing up.
Are you left-handed? You fold like a lefty.
No, I'm right-handed. But we're facing each other, so you do right and I do right. They're opposite.
Okay. Well, I'm right. So my right is.
Are you?
Well, I guess not, because it's your house. But
even in my house, you're right.
Oh, no, right. That's how it goes. Yeah. Okay.
This one's been so many years ago. I don't remember.
And this one, when we were going through her quilts, I hadn't seen this one, and I love this one.
You only got to see like 40 of them.
Only 40.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get to see them well because
we're not going.
You're still mad about it. I'm not over it. I'm not over it.
I could tell by last week's podcast.
Woo, that lady, I'm telling you. Okay.
But we love bee skips.
We do love,
flowers,
yes.
We love houses and we love little vines and little dogs.
No.
I knew that was coming. Somebody's not loving
say it again.
dots.
Yeah, no. These things are
That's
tiny.
okay. I love them enough for both of us.
You see this? Look, no. This is ridiculous.
Tiny. Those aren't even tiny.
My finger. It's no. Why? What's the point? Like, if she sits happily.
Yeah. This one it's hand quilted too, but it's done with the utility stitch.
I like, and that's the big stitch.
Big stitches. Which
It's
I
gorgeous.
love to do on flannel. Thank you.
I love it. I love the big stitches. I love the colors. I love the muddy colors.
I love the muddy colors. They
it's
just
so
make
pretty.
me happy.
And every time she pulls out a quilt, I'm like, why isn't this one hanging up in your house? And why? Oh, never mind. Okay.
We got so many walls.
Oh, look at the back.
That's a flannel.
Yeah, that's so pretty.
I work a lot in flannel. I
Yes.
just love flannel cuddly quilts.
What do you like about flannel?
It's soft and cuddly.
See how she lets me do the rest? Both?
That's right.
It's soft and cuddly. And where is your favorite place to buy flannel? Here we go.
And Christmas Goose.
And where's
and
Christmas?
Primitive Gathering.
Right. Christmas Goose is where?
And so has amazing.
Oh, Christmas Goose is in. You won't
Las
answer.
Vegas.
Yeah, that's
Las
where it is.
Vegas
So if you're in Las Vegas and you
Christmas
can get to
Goose.
Christmas Goose.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
And really, really nice people.
That's her spot.
Primitive Gathering.
Primitive Gathering. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're going back at the end of the month.
Amazing. Yes, I'm so excited.
And so is in. It's not in Laverne. I'll put.
No, it's
Is it not Grenada? I can't remember.
I can't.
Stu knows because he drives us there.
Stu drives us. I don't pay attention. I'm just holding on.
But I'll put the link. I'll put a link to the store because everybody is very nice. They're nice.
Very nice, and they've got the most unbelievable selection. Just when you think you've seen 5,000 bolts, you look behind those 5,000 bolts, and you're going to find tons more.
This one was in hat. So Stu and I went.
I could do
first. Yeah, no. Stu and I went first. He found a store. He was going to go get a car part. And the bride needed to ride, because back in the day it used to be, there's a yarn store here and there's a yarn store. Now it's fabric store.
Right.
So he's like, there's a quilt shop. And so I'm like, all right, let's go pick up the stupid part for the stupid car, whatever. And I go, and then we go to the quilt shop, and it is nice. And then it just keeps going.
Goes and goes.
Yeah,
a maze of fabric bolts.
It was crazy. And then when we went towards the back, there was like this big utility shelf full of flannel. And I knew that when this one saw it, she would like cry. And she did not disappoint.
No, I had just stand there for the longest time with my mouth open.
And she was like, she didn't want to leave any of it.
No, it's like, oh my my gosh, it's not how much what I get to take, it's what do I have to leave.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I'm like, we'll be back. So we have to make a plan to go, maybe next month.
Yeah.
Because we haven't been here in a while.
We haven't. That was our
No.
first one, and it's been months.
Oh,
ago.
what's up with us?
I
Oh,
know.
no, we have to go to Carpinteria, too.
Right.
Yeah, because we're going to get around this year.
Luckily,
Okay.
we've got this sweet little man who likes to drive us places.
That's because, yeah.
Do you see this?
No.
It
what's
is
that?
hand stippled quilted.
That's madness. You guys want to see this madness? This is ridiculous.
Hand stippled.
No, those are not wrinkles. That's stipples. That is madness. That is madness.
I know.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm seriously disturbed.
Just what look. You can see it on the back too. This is. Oh my gosh. Those are pinpricks. Those itty bitty. Look. It looked like they're little ants crawling over.
Yes. And this. I designed the quilt. I used other people's patterns for the leaves and for the house and the stuff, whatever. But I
Right.
designed the quilt.
And it has, because we were
It's
talking
just-
about what we should show, and I'm like, oh, log cabin, because this one loves log cabins.
do.
I love them. I haven't made one.
There's the coolest log cabin under the side of the bed over there.
Uh-huh.
It's a log cabin, and
Mhm.
it's all flannel that we made many, many years ago that my son calls his. It is falling apart. It's got worn holes now,
Should I get it?
and he loves it to death.
Tony would kill.
He loves it to death. That's his quilt. Can I have my... If he's sick or he's tired.
It's right
can I have my... That's the one.
It's not for us, so we're not answering the
It's-
phone if you can
Yeah,
hear.
we ignore
Oh,
it.
oh,
Look,
it has hearts
look,
in it.
look.
It is falling apart. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Yeah, there's hearts in all
Oh,
the blocks.
oh
And
this
it's
is
all flat.
nice.
Feel how thin
It
and
is.
flimsy.
Yeah, it is.
He has grown up with this.
And hand, look at the stitches. This is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
did the utility stitch on that one too.
What if they can see the white?
I think so, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, especially right here.
Yeah.
But there are stitches all over, and look at the back. See, the thing that I like about Teri, which is not what Nikki would do. Nikki would use whatever. She makes the backs pretty too.
Yeah, I like, because if it's going to lay on something and kind of messed up, I want it all to look pretty.
Yes.
Not something ugly on the back.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this is the log cabin. I've
Oh,
got
wow.
another one I haven't been able to find. It's a log
Look at
cabin
this
with
one.
baskets of flowers in it.
Look at her. Oh, I haven't been able to find that
I
quilt.
don't know where it's at. My friend might have it.
We go under. Which way do we go?
I
Right,
don't-
left,
I can't
this.
even find it. We're going the other way.
Okay, there you go. You know, we can't tell your son that we showed this.
He loves this thing. And I don't, when he moves out, every time he's moved out, I don't let him take it. This has to stay at
Well,
home.
maybe if you let him take it, he might know.
No, it's got to stay here because we'll never see it again.
That's
It'll get
true.
lost. It'll
Or
be
to
used
get
for car parts.
it'll get oil,
Yeah.
yeah, on it.
So-
Cool. That's cute.
And we're done with this one.
Yes,
right?
and we like log cabins. You like log cabins a lot.
I do.
Why?
They're fun to make.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a million designs you can make from them once the blocks are made.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
They have endless possibilities.
Okay,
This
this one.
one,
This
is
is
a-
what you do when you are in charge of the colors, right?
ex-daughter-in-law chose the colors and I chose the pattern.
Right, and it's still a pretty quilt. Like,
And
you can
the-
make it work.
The divorce was final before the quilt was. It was their
I'm
wedding
sorry, she's keeping it
quilt.
totally well.
It was their wedding quilt, and it's not that I was taking forever, it's just that they didn't last that long.
Right, because you don't take forever,
So,
really. on
I
anything.
wasn't going to finish it.
Do you know whose pattern this is?
Robin Pandoff.
It's like her favorite, right?
It's a Robin.
Oh, the back is pretty too.
Yeah, it's all the same. I had lots of that fabric.
Sorry, I'm telling you, I can't get with it today. It's
So,
gorgeous.
I wasn't going to finish it, and I thought, you know what? I love the
There are
pattern.
hand.
It should still get to be
There
a
are,
quilt.
but these are hearts. There
Yeah.
are hearts here, and then in the.
There's little tiny skinny vines, which Robin's
Look at
known
this one.
for.
She's all happy about the vine.
I just don't like the way the colors blended so much. I'd have used a darker green and
Yes, she would have.
made it stand out.
But I like how the hearts in the binding border, in the
Border.
border, echo the heart in here. I think that's good choice. You guys can see it right here.
And then I used the hearts to quilt in the border too.
Yeah, look at her.
I love to take elements from within the quilt to quilt on the borders and stuff.
It gives it continuity.
Yeah. And you got to have something in there, and it might as well be pretty as long as the rest of it is, right?
Yes, might as well. Well, if you do it by hand, I guess. Which I ain't doing no time soon. Oh, wait, one.
This.
Okay.
This quilt.
Oh, this one is the,
Okay.
This is a winner. Look, this is awesome.
I have a friend who, in
Hammer's on the
Texas,
bed.
who is a long-arm quilter. And when she saw the quilt top, begged me to let her quilt it. And then when she got done with it,
It's gorgeous.
she decided it should go in quilt shows. So it took a first in the Plano quilt show, and it took a first in another one, and I can't remember what the other one was. 2 Texas quilt shows.
Yeah.
It took blue ribbons in both of them, but it's because of the quilting, really.
No.
She did
No.
such an
Oh, the
amazing-
quilting is gorgeous.
It is. She did an amazing, amazing job with the quilting. It was very clever
I
stuff.
wonder if you can see the quilting through the back.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's beautiful, though.
It is. It's amazing what she did in this quilt.
She did a lot.
Yeah, it's not really showing up very well. On
And
the-
was this a pattern? This was a pattern?
Yes, that is a pattern, and it's called Cottage. Rosewood Cottage.
All right.
It's
Look at
Rosewood
you.
Cottage. Yes. See, but the quilting. Look at this.
It's phenomenal.
It really is.
She did an excellent, excellent job. And the quilting does not
Like-
take away from the
Like next to this house, she quilted a tree.
Oh my God,
into
that's
it.
awesome! I never
Look
even
at
noticed
I
that.
know. Here she quilted a little flower in there. She did really creative stuff.
She did. And look, you guys, there are buttons.
Yeah, those.
And look at this.
Tiny, look at the tiny.
No, no,
No.
no, ma'am,
And
no,
actually,
ma'am.
this one was a block of the month. So the fabrics, except for the border fabrics,
Oh, they came supplied.
they came, yes.
Oh, that's
Now
awesome.
the border fabric, this is a quilt I have loved forever. I still have some. I've used it many things. But for the most part, every now and then they'd throw one in that I couldn't stand and I'd switch it for one of my own. But for the most part, it's all from the block of the month kits.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Man, what
Look at, she made these look like the little attic windows.
Yeah, those are. That's crazy.
I know.
That is crazy. And she has a long arm. Yeah, look at this tree right here.
Yeah, there's the other one I was looking at.
Yeah, that is
She
awesome.
quilted in there. So
Yeah, and she didn't run over any of the
No.
the applique.
The girl knows some stuff.
Yeah. You do too. You did good work. And I got the phone call.
You got the phone call.
See, I got out of work. So
Okay.
what kind of batting? That's the middle part for you non-quilters. But what kind of batting do you like to use?
I like warm and natural 80-20.
Okay.
And 80-20 is harder to find. They're not making it so much now. Now they've gone to like a 70-30, I think. But I still love it.
Okay.
But what I love about the cotton batting is I don't wash it before I sandwich it with a quilt. After you wash it, you get that crinkly old-fashioned look. I love that.
And you are a fabric pre-washer, right?
Absolutely. Every single fabric must be pre-washed because that's from a horrible experience when I thought, oh, this fabric clean, I'll use it the way it is. And it fell apart with the shrinkage.
Oh, yeah.
After I finished quilting it, it just fell apart at the seams where they pulled up.
And she's never not washed anything.
Nope.
And she's never not made me wash.
You must wash that fabric.
Yeah. Wash
I'm
it all.
a stickler.
She is. This one you did.
Fall quilts fall is my favorite season. And if I see something with a pumpkin or a gourd or
You're
an
all
acorn,
over
I'm
it.
all over
Yeah,
it.
you are.
I love them. I love fall quilts. I don't like to do like witches and monsters, but give
It's a
me
cat.
cats, pumpkins. I do kind of like kitties anyway.
Yeah,
There's another one.
Yeah, but you did this last year.
Yeah,
And this is. Go ahead.
And it's utility stitched.
Yes.
It's flannel
Yeah.
and utility quilt.
But it's
stitch quilt.
it's completely flannel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
Everything.
hand stitch through the flannel, the batting, and it's not difficult at all.
No, because when you're doing the utility stitch,
You're
using
in shot.
You're using a bigger needle.
Okay.
So you're not using you're using pearl cotton and a big needle. And so, it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like butter.
Yeah, like turning glitter. No, I ain't. No, I got this. You don't touch it. Okay, and how do you pick your patterns for your quilts?
I don't pick them; they pick me. You look
here we
through
go.
and a pattern will go, oh my gosh, I will be so fun for you to do.
Is that what it does?
Yes.
Yeah, just like that.
Yes, exactly like that.
I've never.
I look at them and go, oh my gosh, that's a fun one.
Yeah, and then I get a text message that says what?
You have to do it with me.
Sure.
That's the attitude like that.
In text. I'm like, see it.
Oh, hell no.
Who says that? I don't know. I know, Mom.
Yeah, who says that?
I don't know. This is gorgeous.
Robert Callahan used to do series quilts for American Patchwork and Quilting, and this is one of his designs. He doesn't. I don't know why he doesn't do it anymore. I've done a couple of them. Okay. And it's one of those year-long things. Every issue had the next couple blocks in it. His stuff is so awesome. I wish he would design more. And then it's all thimbleberry fabric.
Oh my God!
I think there might be a couple thrown in, like that's a Debbie Mom.
Look at this one. That's a this one. That's a
But for the most, 99% of them are thimbleberry fabric.
Look at these.
What are they?
Look.
Dots?
Yeah, they're dots. They're like grapes.
Grapes.
There are lots of dots.
They're my favorites.
You turn lots of dots together. I'm telling you.
Needle turned. Yes.
Oh, I love this. Cherry tree.
My
Apple tree. Yeah, I
it's
love
apple
it.
Tree.
I love it. That I love. This is totally what got us together, because there were certain things that I was totally going crazy about, which is, who would think? Like, if somebody would have told me when I was like 12 that you'd be screaming over fabric.
Me too.
Yeah, but now I'm like, oh my gosh.
I was in my 40s before I started quilting.
Yeah, I can't stand the people that are like, oh, well, I learned how to sew in home ec. And I'm like, well, good for you.
I made a shift in home ec in 8th grade.
I didn't.
That was my song.
They wouldn't let me take home ec because this was at the time when they were like, okay, you're smart, you do this. You don't do, you're on this pathway, you don't do home ec. When I probably would have excelled at home ec.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have, because you've got the heart of a crafter.
Yeah, I'm a crafty. I got the heart of a crafter. That's not what Stu said, I got the heart. That's not what he said. These things are like toppling over.
I know, we'll fix them, don't worry. Okay, this is the apple fabric dictated what this was going to be.
The apple fabric.
But it's all embroidered. That's the other thing I love.
Oh, this is all handed.
To embroider.
She's crazy. She's crazy. This lady crazy. Toad's crazy.
Isn't it cute? It's got all this cilantro and dill and herbs
and parsley and oregano.
And then it's got mustard and saffron and
marjoram.
Look at
are those? So you don't do French nuts. You do
colonial nuts.
Right.
But I do believe colonial nuts.
Yeah.
Colonial nuts.
No, these are
they're so cute.
She's like turning thread. Like, I mean, this is ridiculous. She's like, oh, I'm gonna put some thread, one strand of like monofilament, and make a colonial knot. This is crazy.
I know, and it's so
I
cute.
like the different borders too in between.
Yeah,
it's almost like that crazy quilting. Yeah. Oh, and these too. These are just borders.
Yeah.
I like the little small one in there.
Yeah, little skinny one.
I like mini quilts. I just can never finish one.
Well, look at the one on the wall there. That's all embroidered.
You guys, I'll take a picture, but that's ridiculous. Now she's just showing off. I love the back.
I love those.
Apple
fabric.
Yeah.
Words. Words
like
are
everything.
Favorite.
Yeah, it's like everything we love. Apples and words and green.
And green.
And red.
We don't love.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
We just have to put up with it.
We have to tolerate it.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
See?
Thank you.
And there are like 50 million more.
There's lots. You have to show all those.
Oh my gosh.
And
stacks and stacks of
quilts.
And then there are tons that you haven't finished.
Yes, I've got lots of projects in progress.
About how many?
I don't have any UFOs. I have PIPs. Probably.
Like what? Pips? You like pimps? You think you should have? It's not a good thing. Leave
it
I would not be pregnant.
No, I think I've got 25. Let's go
Roughly?
with that. Roughly.
We're gonna
Very
count.
roughly.
You know, when this is over, I'm gonna go count. I'm gonna put the
Yeah,
real number somewhere.
Because I've got knit project going. And
Yeah.
I've got,
Oh, you guys heard. We're gonna have to come back soon again, so we can give her crap about her. Cause we're not even gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna give her crap about her knitting. Well, her knitting is great, but her project, she has like 50 zillion stitches on like these huge needles, but they're like falling. If you breathe on the stitches, they fall off and go God knows where. I don't know, into space. But it's ridiculous. It makes my knitter heart hurt.
I'm sorry.
Because I know better. A friend would let a friend knit like so I have to get you like circular. You need better needles, period.
I know. We weren't friends at the time I
No, we
started
weren't.
that.
And
I didn't know any better.
Yeah, because friends wouldn't let friends knit like that. It's like friends don't let friends. You quilt without washing their fabrics.
That's right. That's right. I hurt you because I love you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Misery loves company.
Yeah.
Yay. So thank you for being on my podcast again.
You're welcome.
How was it?
Fun.
Yay.
Talking about quilts, you can't go wrong.
Can you?
No.
No, you can't. I don't think so. Well, there are some things that we don't like in quilting.
What?
Purple.
Red.
You gotta say it so quickly. But see, I'm gonna let you live. Oh, okay. So, at the end of the podcast, like I said last week, we have a positive thought.
What is our positive?
Yeah, you got a positive thought for
I
them?
forgot to think of one. I've got a million of them, but
Don't forget to think of a positive thought.
next time I'm gonna put that in my phone.
All right, remember a positive thought. I keep telling my husband that comparison is a thief to joy. So that one is totally constant in our house because you can't compare yourself. I can never compare the things that I do to, this body of work.
This piece of work.
This ain't yet that true. As long as you know. When you know better, you do better. And that was the theme for the boys too. It was, and when you know better, you do better. But I just think that for us, it is always remember to laugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take any of it too seriously. That sucks the joy right out of the process.
Doesn't it?
It does. So you got to enjoy it.
She texts me, it's just fabric.
Yeah, you're smarter and you're bigger and you can win.
Right. So
Every time.
So if you guys have ever wanted to do anything quilty or sewing or like even bring out your serger, God forbid somebody brings out her serger, do it. It's just fabric,
Yes, just don't be afraid of any of it. Just go for it.
Yeah, and if you want to buy an Accquilt, buy one at your own risk. But I like mine.
She does.
I do like mine. If you have
Give her a stack of
fabric, a frack of fabric.
A stack of fabric scraps.
Yes.
Is what my mouth was
Yes,
trying to say.
and that's what I bought it
And
for.
your Accquilt.
And a bad movie with my loving husband. Because, that's what he likes to watch.
What's more fun if you're in my sewing room and we're
the
laughing.
best. With, like, coffee and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And I'll
Life
crank
is
her in.
good.
Yeah, life is good, right?
Yeah.
So, I wanted to announce, I keep forgetting, I wanted to announce that we are going to have a sew-along in the Positively Crafting group. So, it was just going to be for, like, 8 friends. Hi, Rock.
Hey, I'm home.
Okay. No, he's going to give you a kiss on camera. Well, go over there and kiss your husband. See, well, this is why we get along. This is why we get no PDA right now. Back that face up. Okay.
Good wait.
Right there.
I heard him come in the door. And
What? No one's watching. Yeah.
determined to be on
As he should. Stu is always on, and people seem to like him, but they're not married to him, so I probably would like your husbands or wives too.
Well, you like him.
I do, but that's why, because I'm not married. I get to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
easy to like him when you get home.
Isn't it? From afar. So we're going to have a sew along, and that means that starting now, today is April the 5th, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys can sew whatever you like. You can get started sewing. If you got something going and you've been stagnant on it, take it out and dust it off and sew it, and you can enter it into the Positively Crafting podcast group on Ravelry, which is all kind of crazy because it's on Ravelry, which is knitting, but whatever, okay? Or if you like, you can tag me on Instagram, and I'm Hot AZZ Knitter on Instagram. Whatever. You know it.
I do.
So, and for any other rules, just look at the Positively Crafting podcast group. There will be prizes. And I'm thinking that when we go to Primitive Gatherings, I'm going to pick up a prize.
Cool.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So there's going to be a crafting podcast. Okay. Oh no. There's going to be sorry. Her husband is funny. I don't care what nobody says. So there's going to be a fabric prize, and there's going to be a prize, I think, on Etsy, like a gift card or a downloadable pattern somewhere. And then there's going to be another prize that's knitting related. So, yeah. So, but you have to sew for this one. Sorry, you guys. This is to kick whoever wants to sew or haven't been sewing because people haven't. Yeah. Let's break out those machines and make things. Right?
Right.
I think we should.
You can't go wrong.
No, I think I'm going to make some aprons. And
the finished product is a prize in itself.
You're winning, right? Because we all, at the end, we're all winners.
Yes. Especially if you finish something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Should we work on our project?
Yes, we should. So, okay. Bye, you guys.